vintage Wasps performance, but you found a way to win.
I think that's the big positive, Jeff. We found a way to win, you know. But being honest, I thought the best team lost. I thought they were the better team. I thought they looked far more structured, far more organised, and far more up for the game. To be quite honest, I thought you know, we looked very individual out there. We looked pretty flat, physically and mentally, nowhere near the levels that we normally produce. And we probably got out of jail because, you know, as I said, I think, you know, they scored right at the end there, and, you know, if you'd have put that kick over, they were meant they were 1 point in front. And they certainly, when they got that ball and a great charge down by Cruzier, got the try. If he didn't charge that down, they'd probably kick us back inside our half, and who knows with a couple of minutes to go. So I feel for an Irish. I think they certainly should have had something out of that game. Positive for us is we found a way to win, but certainly the performance has to leave a little bit of a bit of taste in our mouths.
Before the kick-off, in the change room, can you sense things? The mindset perhaps wasn't right, or anything like that?
Yeah, a little bit, and I think, you know, this week has been so disruptive with the weather, but that's the same for everybody. It's not an excuse. That's just the situation. We haven't trained as much as we would like, and this team doesn't respond to loads of downtime. To be honest, I think we've seen that in the past. And, you know, we have to keep our foot on the pedal. We have to keep training hard. We need to keep everybody at an intensity. We haven't been able to do that this week, but there's no excuse because, you know, we're in March, so, you know, we're not going to change a lot. Obviously, from week to week, we've kept it pretty simple today. Things that can tell, you know, signals to you that things are not quite right. There's some of the passing accuracy. Well, we've shown how good our passing is. So even if we haven't trained all week, you don't lose that in a week. So our passing accuracy wasn't quite there. Our structure wasn't quite there. You know, we became very individual. But, you know, we did look a real tired team physically and mentally. They've had a massive block this month. You know, and I think lots of big games really. Probably taking its toll coming into today's game. Lots of players playing out there with bumps and bruises because they've had to, because of the injuries that we've got really. But, you know, I would have certainly settled for this points haul at the start of this block. So I'm pretty pleased, you know, with how many points we picked up in this 4-game block. Pretty pleased. I think we sit in the second now, which I would have been really happy with that, obviously at the start. But, you know, we're not going to get away with too many of the performances like today.
And in conditions like today, the weather was foul. The mindset has to be spot on, doesn't it?
Yeah, you have to shorten your game a little bit. You know, you have to go to like one-pass rugby pretty much, or mistake-free rugby. We were still trying to push it out the back, still looking for long passes and compounding one error on the back of another area. We've got enough quality players out there, and we've got enough experienced players to realise this is not quite working for us. Let's shorten our game a little bit and go back to basics really. And as I said, I just felt we had a little bit there. We were always going to perhaps do a little bit enough to win, but certainly going into the last 5 minutes when they scored that try, it looked like, you know, another Harlequins all over it really. We didn't, but we found a way to win at the end, which was great, and got out of jail. So, you know, it probably focuses the minds of the players for the next 2 weeks. Because as I said to him, really, there was one team in there that were fighting to be in the top 4, one was fighting to be in the league. Could hardly tell the difference between the both teams, to be quite honest with you. So that's not me not being negative or critical of my place, it's just me being honest. And, you know, we've had some great performances here, but today that wasn't one of them.
Another positive, I guess. I mean, you've come through the game injury-free, haven't you?
Yeah, I think so. You know, apart from me, I think, you know, I think I fell on the stand 3 or 4 times. I think, but no, it's we've come through injury-free, which is absolutely right, and I think we've got. And 1 or 2 boys hopefully that will come back into the squad and selection, you know, by the Leicester Tigers game. So we should be in a much healthier position come there. Boys have had a rest. Some of the guys that's carrying bumps and bruises today, but it cleared up, and you know, hopefully 1 or 2 boys coming back in the squad as well.
And you've got a couple of weeks off now for the Leicester game.
Yeah.
Have you already planned it?
Yeah, everybody's got, you know, pretty much an next week off, you know, which is needed because we pretty much use the same 25, 26 guys. Obviously the guys that's trying to get back from injury will be in and they'll be working in the rehab. The guys that's pretty much played the last month will have the week off to recharge their batteries. And then next week we know we'll start working hard. The week after we'll start building up. So we've got pretty much a 2-week build up really for what was going to be a massive game at Welford Road.